Hello everyone, have you ever wondered why so many people are absolutely in love with Cinestill 800T? Well, if so, then this is the video for you because we're going to run through all that the community thinks in terms of sample photos, reviews and recommendations for Cinestill 800T. Quick one before we get started, if you like film photography and want to see more videos like this one, film reviews, tips and tricks, that kind of thing, then please do make sure you're subscribed to our channel and notifications are turned on. Thank you so much. Cinestill 800T is available in 120 and 35mm, but of course for the purposes of the Wonderbox subscription, we will be focused on the 35mm. Cinestill 800T is a legendary film in the analog community world. It came to life in 2012 with the brothers behind the Cinestill brand brought it to market. It is based upon a Kodak movie stock, but it has one of the layers called remjet removed. And that's important, which we'll talk about in a second. But before we do that, I want to talk about why the film itself is so fantastic. It is a high speed film. 800T. 800 is for ISO 800, although because of the quality of the emulsion, it can be pushed up to 1600 with very small loss of quality. The T stands for tungsten, which means it is color balanced for tungsten lights, indoor lighting. This harks back to its origins as a movie film, so that directors would know to use this kind of film in low light indoors. So you're thinking scary movies perhaps for this time of year, or particularly atmospheric dramatic light. Now that doesn't mean it can't be used outdoors, and actually one of the things that the sample photos really show is how beautiful this is as a portrait film in general, indoors with studio lighting, with dramatic dark lighting, or outdoors in natural sunlight. But that high speed is one of the real differentiators because there are very few high speed colour films out there at the moment. So this is a wonderful film for taking, well, in a normal world, to gigs, to concerts, to parties, or for night walks, street shooting in the evening, or when weather's particularly bad. This film will really deliver for you. Now let's talk about remjet. So remjet is a dense carbon-based layer, a sort of a black layer that would normally sit on movie film like the Kodak Vision 3 film we have in our store. This makes it difficult though to be processed in normal high street labs. If a high street lab tries to put it straight through the machine, it could really damage the machine. That's a big no-no. And if you home develop, it adds an extra layer before you can then develop it in either C41 or ECN2 chemicals to get your color negative back. So there's sort of a practical reason why removing it makes it so much easier for developing at home or with a lab, but there's also an aesthetic quality that this brings. In normal movie film, the remjet layer acts as the anti-halation, which means that when light bounces through the film, any excess is then blocked rather than bouncing back off the back of the camera, etc. And using remjet in this way is pretty unique to the movie films rather than other types of colour film. Therefore, when you remove it, you get these amazing effects, especially with bright lights, especially with red lights, where they seem to glow around the core light source, which hopefully you're seeing in these photos that we're showing now from the community. This adds a wonderful drama, a wonderful extra light, a wonderful extra atmosphere to nighttime street shooting in particular. It's why people joke about Cinestill as being the petrol station film, because of course at nighttime, lovely dramatic straight neon lights, this film will really sing. But if you think of it in that way, it's sort of the one trick pony, I think that's definitely underselling this film. This film is really high quality. The detail you get, the colours that you get in all lighting situations is absolutely fantastic. So absolutely use it at nighttime, absolutely shoot it directly pointed towards some light sources to get that dramatic halation. You can really fill a photo that would otherwise be quite dark with some real warmth, but also please do use it with portrait setups, with studio setups, take it outside, take it on your winter walks, and it will really, really shine. For me, I think at the moment in particular, where I live, it's quite dark, there are no street lights, so I think on my evening walks where the light's really dropping, this is where I'll be taking Cinestill out and using that warmth and using the fact that it can cope with low light, high speed film. to still get some fantastic photos. If you've shot it before, then please let us know in the comments what you think. It's very highly rated in both 35mm and 120 format on our store. People really love the dramatic effect that it gives to photos. People really love the flexibility, the detail, and the uniqueness of those halation shots as well. Let us know what you think. If you haven't shot it yet, please also comment what you would like to shoot it with, what you particularly enjoy from the things that you're seeing. For Wonderbox subscribers, this is a fantastic chance to experiment in low light, to experiment with perhaps some studio or some flash lighting. I'm really excited about what you create. Other than that, please do subscribe, please do like this video if you've enjoyed it, and we will see you next week for more film reviews.